$100 MBA Show, the daily podcast that won't disappoint with our daily 10-minute business lessons for the real world. Always practical, always useful. I'm your host, your coach, your teacher, Omar Zenhom. I'm also the co-founder of the $100 MBA, a complete business training and community online. And in today's lesson, you will learn how not to get angry when things suck. As a business owner, you're going to be faced with challenges all the time. Things are going to go south sometimes. There'll be little things that frustrate you. There are going to be little things that annoy you. Somebody misses an appointment. An employee doesn't follow your directions. A customer is irate and being obnoxious. You're not hitting your goals. You're overworked. And in today's lesson, I'm going to give you some strategies to deal with anger. I'm talking about real anger here. You know what I'm talking about when you're mad? This is not frustration where it's like, how are we going to solve this problem? Oh, I'm hitting a roadblock here. No, this is anger. This is when you're pissed. And often this doesn't happen just in one shot. It's a buildup. But often there are times when things happen that set you off. How do you make sure you keep your cool and keep perspective so you can handle the challenge, so you can handle the problem? That's what we're going to talk about today in today's episode. So let's get down to business. Today's episode of the $100 MBA Show is sponsored by Acuity Scheduling, the best scheduling software I've ever seen. And I've seen a lot. Acuity Scheduling helps your clients be able to book you with ease. They have access directly to your calendar, and you can even charge when they book you for your time. Best of all, Acuity Scheduling is super easy to use. I want you to try it out, and the amazing team at Acuity Scheduling is hooking us up with a great free trial. It's normally 14 days, but they've hooked us up with a 45-day free trial. Just go to acuityscheduling.com/MBA. Again, that's acuityscheduling.com/MBA. First things first, when things are not going well, when things suck, when things are just not going your way, it's normal for you to be upset. It's normal for you to be angry. That means you care about your business so much you don't want to see it in that state. But you also have to recognize that you're not going to make the right decisions and your business is not going to be in good hands if you are angry. Now, I am speaking out of experience. There are so many mistakes I made along my way as an entrepreneur because I made decisions when I was angry. So, rule number one, when something happens, whether it's an employee that's not working out, or a customer is giving you a difficult time, or a supplier's late, and you're just really angry at the situation, the first thing you need to do is stop what you're doing. Just stop for a second. You might think it's a waste of time, but it's going to save your business in a lot of ways. And ask yourself one question. What's the worst that can happen? What's the worst thing that can happen with this situation, with the angry customer? If you refund this customer, that's the worst that can happen. You could say, hey, customer, really sorry we didn't work out for you. Here's your money back. That's the worst that can happen. Yes, that's not convenient. Yes, that's not what you want. Yes, you don't want to lose a customer, but it doesn't mean you lost your business. It doesn't mean you lost your brand. And at the same time, you know that it doesn't necessarily mean that the worst that can happen is what's going to happen. But by putting it in perspective, you realize, okay, this is not that bad. I need to chill out. If you're sitting down, stand up, take a walk, take a deep breath. If you're standing, take a seat. Just change your state, change your physical state. And ask yourself, what's the worst that can happen in this situation? Now that once you have your perspective, remind yourself that anger will hinder you from having a great resolution. You want to resolve this issue. You want this not to suck anymore, right? You want everything to be okay again. So know that anger is your biggest enemy. Remind yourself that I can't be angry. I got to chill out. And you have to remind yourself that bumps along the road are normal. That's a part of just being in business. Your job as the entrepreneur, as the leader of your business, is to keep moving forward without being affected by these bumps. You got to have shock absorbers, so to speak. If your car, every time it went over a bump, just stopped in the middle of the road and said, you know what, that's it, I'm not going to work anymore, you never get anywhere. You don't want anger to stop you from keep moving forward, and anger will do that. The other thing is be honest with yourself. You got to wait until you're in a regular state where you're calm before you make a decision, before you reply to that email, before you return that call, before you follow up with that supplier. Don't take on that situation when you're in an angry state. I know the title of today's topic or lesson is how not to get angry when things suck, But more specifically, you are going to get a little bit angry because that's just your reaction, but how to stop being angry, how to keep it in check. So don't make decisions when you're in that state. You got to calm down. Another great tip, have a buddy. If you don't have a co-founder with you, have somebody in your mastermind group, have a friend of yours that understands what you're doing, understands your business, and sometimes you're going to need a sounding board. Hey, this is what happened. I'm furious. How would you deal with this, friend? How would you deal with this, partner? And they'll give you a different perspective. They might say, hey, this is not that bad. Or they'll say, yeah, this is pretty bad, but listen, let's do this. They're not angry right now. They're going to be able to give you a fresh perspective and a different idea for your solution. Another great strategy, do not rush to solve the problem. If the problem can wait, if that email doesn't need replying right away, then just chill out. Let time pass. Sometimes the other end of the situation, whether it's the customer, the supplier, the employee, whatever it is, just had an off day. And they'll come to you and say, hey, you know what? I'm really sorry about that. And things will be fine. Pump the brakes a little bit. Allows you to calm down, and it also allows the other party to come to their senses sometimes. Here's another strategy, and this one has really helped me. You got to remove yourself from the equation. What do I mean by that? Sometimes when we have problems, we take them very personally. Why is this happening to me? Why are they being mean to me? Why are they complaining about me? It's not about you. Many people, when they're interacting with a business, they see a business as an entity. Many people don't understand how small your business might be. You might be running your business by yourself or with a couple other people. And they might think you're in this huge office with hundreds and thousands of employees. You have to understand people's perspective is different. They might be thinking they're talking to a customer service rep, and sometimes people can be really rude to these types of people, which is really bad. I really think that's horrible. And I know this for sure because I did all the customer service for the $100 MBA and Webinar Ninja for a long time before we grew our team. So you got to separate yourself from the interface. So when somebody complains or somebody doesn't do their job, it's not a direct reflection on who you are. It's not an attack on you. And remember, your business, whether it's your employees, a supplier, a customer, it's not for everybody. It's for certain people that are true fans, that are evangelists. So you're going to interact with people that are not a good fit. And know that has nothing to do with who you are as a person. You just got to find the right people to serve and the right people to work with. So try to separate yourself from the equation. Don't take it personal and try to just to focus on resolving the problem. And that leads me to my next strategy. Every time something happens that gets you riled up and you get angry, I want you to shift gears and become a problem solver. When you get angry and your blood starts to boil, you just feel like everybody doesn't get it. Everybody doesn't understand you or understand what you're trying to do. I want you to shift gears in that moment and say, hey, how can I solve this problem? I'm going to be a problem solver now. I'm going to put my problem solving hat on, if you will. This is the issue. This customer doesn't like this. This employee's acting this way. How can I solve this issue? And almost see yourself as outside of the company, like a consultant. Become a problem solver. Often when both parties are angry, you and the other end, you got to just focus on diffusing the anger. And it could be simply a smile or a pleasant email that says, hey there, I'm really sorry you're struggling. I can see you're very angry, and I'm angry that you're angry. Let's work this out. When do you have time to chat? Something like that. Diffuse it a little bit. I know you might say, hey, this is not my fault. This is their fault. Why am I diffusing it? Because it's your business, and you got to lead, and you got to set the example. They got to follow your lead when you diffuse. Guys, I got more on today's topic, but before that, I got to give love to today's sponsor, Acuity Scheduling. You might be asking, why do I need Acuity Scheduling? I have my own schedule on my computer or in my Google account. Well, that's your schedule, and only you can access it. With Acuity Scheduling, you can offer your schedule to those who want to book you for your time, whether that's clients, whether you're coaching people, whether you're booking people for interviews, whether you're being booked for an interview. Acuity Scheduling has got you covered. What I love about them the most is that it's so easy to use and they're super friendly. And don't worry, they are the most affordable option out there. But Acuity Scheduling doesn't want you to pay any money right now. They just want you to try them out. They normally have a 14-day trial, but Acuity Scheduling is hooking all of us up at the $100 MBA with an amazing 45-day trial. Give them a shot. Just go to acuityscheduling.com/MBA. I did, and I'm loving Acuity Scheduling. And it's our scheduling software that we use in our business now. Again, that's acuityscheduling.com/MBA and get 45 days of free Acuity scheduling. Guys, to wrap up today's lesson, this whole thing about stopping yourself from being angry, from controlling your anger when things get difficult, when things go south, this thing takes time. It's something I worked on for years and still work on. On the $100 MBA, we had a must-read episode on a book that I really love that's called The Obstacle is the Way by Ryan Holiday. It's one of my favorite reads this past year. We're going to put a link to that episode in today's show notes, and you can check out the show notes over at 100mba.net/MBA551. But this book will really help you stay calm in the face of adversity. And remember, this is a journey. You're going to get better and better. And soon enough, you're going to realize a lot of things that used to really rile you up, they don't even faze you anymore. You got it under control. All right, guys, I hope you loved today's episode. I love delivering it. I hope to see you tomorrow. On tomorrow's episode, we have Free Ride Friday, where we give away a lifetime membership to the $100 MBA Training Community. If you want to enter our weekly random draw to win a lifetime membership to over 180 video lessons, interviews with experts, workbooks, a whole lot more, just leave us an iTunes rating and a review. Everybody who leaves us a review enters the weekly random draw, and on Friday, we announce the winner. All right, guys, that's it for me today. But before I go, I want to leave you with this. Some of us, we tell ourselves a story. We say, I'm a passionate person. I get angry. This is who I am. I can't change who I am. Wrong. You can change who you are. I've seen many people do it. You can improve. There's no such thing as, I'm just an angry person. There's plenty of things that can help. You can follow the strategies I talked about today. You can be in control. You just got to want it. Don't tell yourself stories that don't help you out. Know that anger will stop you from getting to where you are. Don't get frustrated. Don't get angry. Get into a mindset that anger will stop you from success. So you got to put it into check, stay calm, get into a resolution mindset, and move forward. All right, guys, I'll check you in tomorrow's episode. Take care.